about that, and in an era where guys, and we should too as Cavalier fans,
will foul shortly to get maybe an assist. He'll go to Green, who loops. So a flashback, if you will.
And to pick up the offense, if they can execute, they may have to be ready, and this is a great opportunity to get.
Greg Porter is one of those players that
no doubt
need Indy and in New York. We're falling by 2. They get 3 of their main reserves celebrated it. And to me, Brad, I told you
early, a little tired, got in at 4 in the morning, and that crowd in the Garden was rocking.
7 rebounds, made his debut in.
Wow.
We'll talk more about it. He puts it on the floor. His floater is
a great job. Nice move.
Anna Porter is topping inside. Darius Garland went down with a broken.
A little bit of weight, get a little size, a little strength to him.
We mentioned in the 4 minutes.
You don't get to know who you're going to play until the. If you didn't make it, you should know.
You can watch that ball game as Porter.
See how
Tyson, all 4 teams, as Turner sent it over to Tomlin. Works his way inside. Euro steps it off.
Too many options.
Tyson.
Too many options.
Tyson works on Turner star here in Cleveland as Tyson goes.
Lane, you get almost a motion type or in 100 pounds, but he just.
To the regular season, who was checked in. Newest Cav shooter of 18. 5th, and that hit a foot in Turner. Thompson, the Pacers of the 4. The Bucks will be the 15 Eastern Conference teams are in. Out of the way is set as Porter's 3. Western Pennsylvania, he takes that feed under.
They don't play together a lot. They do practice better by playing against the starters, trying to take it to them.
Not playing.
Yeah, going on all over the gym. Integrated practice.
Yeah, if you're not getting better with Tyson.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And can this team respond when they're down and out, but there is some grit there.
Grit is Travers to the basket off the bench. You just don't pull off streaks.
Just by a team that really knows you're minus 15. You know, Boston minus 20.
Naquan Tomlin's off to a really nice.
And it's a hyper-competitive league anyway, especially at home.
Bryant. Waning seconds.
NBA standards, superstar standards.
Talks about it. Kenny said it the first time.
Because of his experience.
There's Chuma Okeke, who began his Naquan Tomlin. Almost
ain't it all, so that creates so much freedom.
TJ McConnell knocks down a dishes. Here's Toppin with the loose. And Okeke, Tyson gets fouled here. 4 through 10, they are top 6. But they could all fade into the play and turn around opponents of the blockbuster.
Big time.
First,
mess around and get a hold of one. Second, pop out, and then it can go. Amani Bates made an excellent pass, but
these games are always fun because you say, hey, the spotlight is finally on me.
Well, Amani's going to fire it up. Because this is a coordinated effort to get these.
This man better be voted. Your Pacer is Green fires.
Look at him. They like, this guy is not going to be.
The Cavaliers playing without big performance. Bates fires another.
Right there. He gets that wide open of a shot.
Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter went for 20 by Turner.
He's a UVA. After All-Star break, I just didn't see it coming.
And he also signed it. The Cavaliers able to excel together for years to come. So many things. Kenny got it right.
He's right. I mean, we don't talk about it a lot. It's the product on the floor. But, man, just gets, it's arduous. It's hard physically. And it's just outstanding.
And the fact is that folks were saying, well, wait a second. I mean, that's the way it works for all. Yeah. Plus win season, it is truly remarkable.
Through teams and
come in, you brace yourself
for figure it out. That's right. It didn't happen up, and it doesn't seem like we're going to let up through the play.
Really phenomenal. Travers for 3.
Here we go.
And the picks. Finds Jarris Walker in stride. Poised. Done that only once before in his career. Barnes, as that was intended for the 5th consecutive time.
Talking about Bridges being an available player.
Thompson is looking for Tyson. Here's Thomas Bryant for 3. That's another Cavalier turnover in this building. They sent a franchise for 30 as the Cavs go 30. Production crew. Night in and night out as McConnell.
Good, sound good, feel good. Conditions are the same. The process is there and willy-nilly and get the play. So
I don't care if it's game 82 is tight. Jackson got him in the air, lost it, got it bounce. Thompson starts this second half. Instead of back into Tomlin as they await the 8th seed this season. Put together for the postseason. A number of enforcement and backup big man for the Green. Green late in the shot clock. Before that doesn't go. Porter sky lead, have the basketball. Just Naquan Tomlin comes and gets it. There will be a tip-off from mascots and the puppy. A couple of weeks ago, as Porter is in Florida before playing 1 season at game number 5 here in the NBA.
You know, help him develop.
You know, the basketball played his loose ball. It's really going around a lot, Brad, but I think it's all.
Get along just so well. Be accountable on that basketball court and what kind of character they have.
And a lot of the Cavaliers, Jalen Tyson, Tomlin 15.
Getting better and better. Man, he is absolutely.
He is a Cleveland native.
They give him the education piece, but they also.
And he is deserving of that, coach.
So, speaks a lot. Also, these young men, they got
one.
Yeah, that's been the biggest
season. It's
yeah.
not like they completely changed it for Kenny Atkinson. Porter to the basket. His triple is off the mark. Ray J. Dennis here award, which we think has the one candidate as Amani Bates gets it.
I thought it was, I think it was debatable, but at the level he does it. So I just
was on a regular basis and commit.
Running that lane. And they just
postseason.
Oh man, I can't wait. He is ready.
He was asked about how Evan is kind of handily ready for the playoffs, turning.
He is a Ferrari, and I tell him this league sees is just the unreal. And he has figured out that he is strong.
The evolution as it's the Cavs did Freeman in October.
Remember a few years ago, Giannis was having trouble go through you. He's going to get even more confident.
At arena and secure your spot to cheer on championship. Ray J. Enrique Freeman, year award winner. Is Tristan Tomlin.
Everyone else comes through.
October 10th, scored 9 points, grabbed heavy start at Akron. The ones he had in Akron, he was to Freeman.
Glad to see him get some reps, get some opportunity.
It says, here's the forecourt, unloads a three. Whether or not that game will be on out when you have travel plans is that would add another layer. You get about a three. He'll give it to Luke Travers. Second chance, Tyson.
Back to him, just got a great flow to his
action, but Ray J. Dennis shot. It off to Bates. Bates fires. Mike is the final at Jonas Valanciunas. One are out. They are prepared.
2 months of basketball or just court game. The whistles don't situation, so.
Monty Bates. And
I mean, I'm really impressed with all. Coach Atkins is really pushing these guys to foul all year.
Brian 65, second most in a KK. Back to Travers.
Unbelievable.
Freeman, Ty Jerome. Yes, he was on the roster all year long.
Yeah, we don't get to 64. You did.
The bench just didn't have the
Coach Atkinson connector. He's just sometimes just keeps himself in really good. Yeah, I feel like that. He banged that knee up, but I tell you,
the good news, first and minute mark of this fourth. Did short.
Boy, he crossed him up there. Got to quit.
78. Third winning production truck as Bates hears Bates from the corner. Kind words for following their inside.
They've always been that way, though, John. Fight with them.
Overwhelming feeling.
No doubt about it. Great sports.
Gear up to let them know this postseason. This team has brought a lot of joy.
And then, the big.
It has been an enjoyable act. Bates puts it on the floor.
A bit of offense here. Got a little bit of a drought here.
Races Tomlin. Tomlin lays it up.
Layers that it adds to the game and every time we have a possession.
Porter steps back. As 10 points off that Pacer bench. Tyson for three.
Good bread and butter play here. That's just what they do. Pick and roll here.
Takes the inbound feed, gives back to Dennis. And that Cavalier lead now is Tomlin. Pacers have numbers. Freeman reverse.
Good defense by Indiana.
Here on Dennis as he goes to the left. Left. Missed the three. Here in the last few minutes. Here's Amani Bates. Bates! Got it!
On these teams, but boy, I mean, it could have been really a pick.
For a team.
Guys, Naquan and
Porter bothered by his 17th rebound. Off in that
a little bit of room, smart basket.
Kristen almost. Air ball comes back to Murphy. He missed. Ray J drive. He didn't want that three. He'll lay it up by Dennis. Off it goes to Fergus. And on to Owens. Tristan Thompson grabbed 10 rebounds. Thompson starts this second half. Tony Bradley. Bradley thought about a three. Instead of back into Tomlin, his 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. They await the 8th seed. Head coach this season put together are resting and getting set for the postseason. A number of season with the Pacers. A late reinforcement, a backup big man for quarterback. Porter shovels to Green. Green late in the shot clock. Johnny Furphy puts it on the floor. That doesn't go. Porter skies this 65-46 lead. Have the basketball. Now Tomlin. Naquan Tomlin comes and gets it. On Tuesday, April 15th, there will be a tip-off Monsters Legends Enjoy visits from mascots and the puppy. Cavalier team, a nice pickup just a couple of weeks ago as Porter is Chipola College in Marianna, Florida, before playing one season at Cavalier. Debut this season, playing game number 5 here in the NBA.
You know, it's a dream because you get to work with a young man, help him develop.
You know, at University, that's where this man with the basketball played at his state.
Yep.
Green grabs the loose ball. It's really when they play together. You hear things like that thrown around a lot, Brad, but I think it's all.
Feel the momentum, and they all get along just so well. Another to play better, to play harder, play smarter, be accountable on that basketball court. You really find out what people are made of and what kind of character they have.
And a lot of that basketball, and back comes the Cavaliers' Jalen Tyson. 17 points, so does Porter. Tomlin 15.
On his jump shot every day in practice, boy, it's getting better and better. Man, he is absolutely.
Name Enrique Freeman is familiar to you. He is a Cleveland native.
And driving them, and you know, they give them the education piece, but they also.
I don't think there's any question that Kenny is deserving of that. Coach,
it's almost impossible to do. And so, speaks of the character of this coaching staff and also these young men. They got out.
This year, #1.
Yeah, that's been the biggest.
The same. Cavs 7th last season, 9th this season. It's not like they completely changed their. Certainly deserved for Kenny Atkinson. Porter to the basket, really across the league. And the media is here now as that triple is off the mark. Ray J. Dennis, finalist here for this Defensive Player of the Year award, which we think has. Mobley is the clear #1 candidate as Amani Bates gets it.
Player of the Year, without question. I even thought it was, you know, I think it was debatable, but no one else in the league that does it at his, you know, at the level he does it. So
the fact that he does what he does on a regular basis and commit
shots all night long. Right. You watch guys run in that lane, and they just
not wait to see this guy perform in the postseason.
Oh man, I can't wait. He is ready.
Mobley.
Yeah, John, it was interesting. Kenny was asked about how Evan has kind of handled the stretch, is just getting Evan mentally ready for the playoffs, turning.
We got one up here.
No doubt about it. He is a Ferrari. And as a basketball player, and that's what everyone in this league sees, is just the unreal. He's coming at you. And he has figured out that he is strong.
It's been fun to watch, hasn't it? Just the evolution as a really nice preseason performance against the Cavs. Did Freeman in October.
Evan Mobley a lot to Giannis. And if you remember a few years ago, Giannis was having trouble and more physical. Now Giannis will go through you. He will season next season, another season after that. He's going to get even more confident.
So you can let him know with us at Rocket Arena and secure your spot to cheer up. And the MAC regular season championship in January. Enrique Freeman, also a previous Defensive Player of the Year award winner. And years of NBA experience to work is Tristan Tomlin.
Hadn't played basketball forever like everyone else. Everyone else comes through.
Game here against the Cavs on October 10th. Scored 9 points. Again, he's a Cleveland native. He started Akron. October with a performance like so many of the ones he had in Akron. He had a block. So congrats to Freeman.
I remember that very vividly, so glad to see him get some reps, get some opportunity.
And now has 19 big points as here's Bates. As Bates saunters into the forecourt, unloads a 3. Then on Sunday, whether or not that game will be on out.
Yep. Kind of unfair.
When you have travel plans is
pick who we play and get ready for them.
That would add another layer. You get the here's Chuma Okeke. He thought about a 3. He'll give it to Luke Travers. Travers was tipped by Freeman. Comes to Travers. Second chance. Tyson.
Man plays. Got a great knack to him. Just got a great flow to his
quad. Tomlin with a big rejection of a Ray J. Dennis shot. Season. Tyson works it off to Bates. Bates fires. Back in 2011 is wearing the mic. It's the final. Ennis Cantor, Tristan Thompson, and Jonas Valanciunas. One Cavalier regulars all are out. They are prepared.
It's crucial. I mean, it's a grind. These next 2 months of basketball are just of damage while playing because it's a half-court game. The whistles don't pace and in a lot confined situations. So,
on Tomlin, 14 from Imani Bates.
And to get on the floor and learn. And, I mean, I'm really impressed with all today, and you know, Coach Atkinson's really pushing these guys to. I didn't know he did smile. That's the first time I've seen him smile all year.
Bryant win this one today. 65, second most, and a 6 away on the weak side. Gives to OKK, back to Travers. This season, 17.
Unbelievable.
Freeman, asterisk on that in the form of Ty Jerome. Yes, he was on the roster.
Yeah.
Critical
Yes.
for what the Cavs have done all year long.
Yeah, we don't get to 64.
And you just felt it. That
You
bench,
did. You did.
The bench just didn't have this much for this Cavalier team this season.
That term with Coach Atkinson, connector. He's just very valuable moments, and I've talked to him about that a couple times. Just keeps himself in really good.
Of these players in that Cavalier system.
Yeah, I feel like see Naquan back out on the floor. You know, he banged that knee up, but I tell you, see both those young men are okay.
And that is the good news. You know, first continue as we approach the 7-minute mark of this fourth. Crossed over Furphy, but left it short.
Boy, he crossed him up there. It's going up, man. He gets rid of it quick.
96, Pacers 78. So many folks from our award-winning production truck as Bates, thanking a lot of different folks, as here's Bates from the corner. Can't thank you enough for all of the kind words for following this man this season.
They have.
What a year inside this
They've
building.
always been that way, though, John. Show up, support, fight with us.
More often than not,
Yep.
is the overwhelming feeling.
No doubt about it. Great sports. A lot of fun.
Gear up to let them know this postseason. We talked about it in the open. This team has brought a lot of joy.
Fun and enthusiasm into the community, and then, you know, the big
Have to go. It has been an enjoyable 17th rebound. Porter recollect. Bates puts it on the floor.
Yeah, it's got to find a little bit of offense here. Got a little bit of a drought here.
There's some defense, Brad. Outraces Tomlin. Tomlin lays it up.
Fed well. Boy, it's just layers that it adds to the game, and we respond with that powerful offense every time we have a possession. Bucket or get a good look.
Porter steps back. There's Jackson. Jackson has 10 points off that Pacer bench. They have cut it to 8. Tyson for 3. 98-92.
Got to get a good bread and butter play here. That's just what any 3-ball. Let's run a nice little pick and roll here.
Thompson takes the inbounds feed, gives back to fourth quarter. Dennis in his final collegiate season at Baylor, and that Cavalier lead now is thrown by Thompson. Porter's pass finds Tomlin. Here come the Pacers. Long lead pass to Freeman. Pacers have numbers. Freeman reverse.
Times down the court, getting a good look at it. Good defense by Indiana.
But Tomlin to clear out. He wanted to work here on Dennis as he goes to the left hand.
Contact. Don't go away from it. Opportunity.
Dennis steps to his left. Missed the 3. Tip crowd has been woken up here in the last few minutes. And Tyson to get him to cut through. Here's Amani Bates. Back up. Tracks baseline. Bates! Got it!
And these are guys all playing roles on these teams, but boy, and play as well as they have. I mean, it could have been really, wouldn't have trouble calling on any of these guys in a paint.
For a team
About
effort.
it. No doubt
Big
about it.
minutes.
And these other guys, you know, Naquan, and of course, don't get discouraged. Keep working.
Porter bothered by floater. No! Thompson grabs his 17th rebound. Bump by Porter to clear himself in that
A little
lane.
bit of room. Smart basket.
Made it Cavalier bench. Tristan almost for the late rejection. That 3's an air ball. Comes back to Furphy. One more time. Ray J. Jackson. Jackson wants to drive. He didn't want that 3. He'll lay it up. He lost it. Picked up by Dennis. Off it goes to Furphy. Furphy drips, misses, and on to